Well, consumers are getting a break with lower gas prices, but according to the Wall Street Journal, that is not enough to compensate for rising prices in things like health care and cell phone bills. Is this keeping the economy slower than it should be growing? Let's bring in our panel. We have Fox Business's Tracy Burns, Sabrina Schaefer from the Independent Women's Forum. She is the executive director, and Larry Shover, SFG Alternatives Chief Investment Officer. All right, Tracy, is this keeping the economy down? I mean, a lot of consumers see their bills going way up, and it's not compensated by the lowering prices in gas.
Wages have been flat for what seems like forever now, David. Health insurance premiums and deductibles are both going up. And try to buy a gallon of milk at the store. That has gone up. So you have food prices going up, all your basic necessities going up, and your wages aren't. So it's
Sabrina, look at these prices going up. Home internet, we've all become dependent on that. It's going up 81% since 2007. Cell phone up. Health insurance, despite Obamacare, or maybe because of Obamacare, that's going up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, first of all, David, I've been affected by this. Just this week, I learned that my health insurance is going to go up by $500 every month to cover my family. So absolutely, the middle class is being strained. But at some point, I feel a little bit of optimism. I don't know if it's the holiday spirit or what, but I think that energy prices have come way down. In fact, we saw that more people were traveling this Thanksgiving than they have in the past 7 years. I think that's sort of a sign of things changing. And something else that's interesting is that on Cyber Monday, that sales were down, but the National Retail Federation said it's not because people are feeling the pinch, it's because they simply don't feel quite the need to find that holiday bargain because things are looking up. So I think that there's some reason to be optimistic.
Well, they're traveling more, Larry, but they're not traveling to the malls more. I mean, they are doing more shopping online. That's great. But that's not necessarily compensating for the lack of shopping at the malls.
No, it's not. Let's keep in mind, most Americans are squeezed. I mean, unless you own a lot of stock, we do feel a little bit wealthier, but we are squeezed. I mean, I looked at myself. My house price is still down 35% since 2006. My taxes have gone up 35% since 2008. Healthcare premium for me and my family up 30% since 2010, and my deductible has tripled since 2010. So I don't feel very charitable, and if I'm indicative of the nation, there you go.
Folks, that's the demand side. There's also a supply side in the economy. The Chamber of Commerce is warning that 33,400 new regulations are going to cost businesses many more billions of dollars than they have. Sabrina, how much are these new regs holding up business?
This is a terrible problem. It costs consumers and the economy hundreds of millions of dollars every year in compliance costs. And just to put it into perspective for viewers, I mean, look, in 2011, we passed 81 bills, but there were 3,800 new regulations that passed. This is, regulation with representation. It's terrible, and we need to call it out every time we see it.
Tracy, is this slowing up businesses?
David, how do you make decisions? How do you know what to do?
Right.
What you do know is that you have to hire a compliance person. That's all you know, because at this point, no one knows what the rules are. I mean, Sarbanes-Oxley created a whole underground business in and of itself. It's unfair to small businesses. They can't afford these people.
And Larry, you got those EPA rules affecting so many different businesses now.
Yeah, and then, it counterbalances itself. Well, let's just kill the coal industry. Let's just put them all out of business and just kill some states in the process. Let's worry about my sofa in my living room catching on fire and the flammable retardants that are within it. We're spending billions of dollars on this. It's absolutely asinine.
Sabrina, go ahead.
Yeah, what's totally absurd about it is that the countries that actually have the best environment are the ones with the greatest amount of economic freedom, the ones in which we are prosperous and have the time and resources to make the environment better. So it's actually counterintuitive.
And Tracy, we used to be there. We used to have the lowest costs of taxation, for example, at a corporate level. Now it's the highest.
Now it's the highest. It's not going anywhere anytime soon. And, David, I think the worst part is it's sneaky. So they dropped these 3,400 regulations right before Thanksgiving. And they've done this Friday night at 5 o'clock. We've been reporting on this kind of stuff. I think that's even more unfair to the businesses of the world.
All right. Coming up, why the United States will beat OPEC when it comes to oil. And are zombies killing Sunday Night Football, Liz?
That's a good one. What about Monday Night Basketball? The